Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions of BetCraft. Another very beautiful day, beautiful Tuesday morning, and once again, we back with our predictions as usual. We always have football games that we look into on a daily basis, and uh, getting the data from the previous results for each of these matches. We'll make our verdict before bringing forward for you. That's what we do on a daily basis. All right. Yesterday, our VIP group also won it once again. I always urge you join that VIP group so that you always win on a regular. All right, they win on a regular. Honestly, it doesn't cost you much. Just the link will be there in the description of this video. Just click the link and yeah, you just get to the VIP group so that you keep winning games. All right. Also today we have our games lined up and we'll be looking at these matches one after the other. But I want to ask you first, so coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe, take our time to hit the subscription button so you don't miss out on our games that we always come up here on a daily basis. All right. That being said, without further ado, let's get to the business of today. And today, so the first match it is in Finland. Cocaine division. All right. It is actually a dead division in Finland. We'll have GBK who will be up against DIFFK. All right. When you look at the recent games for these two sides, you can see that for the home side, GBK have won 2 matches and the last 6 matches. All right, they've also had a draw, but have also lost 3 matches out of those. And the away side, on the other hand, have had just 1 win, 2 draws, as well as 3 losses. When you look at how this is fared for home and away basis, we see that GBK have actually won 3 matches and 2 draws, but have also lost 5 matches in the last 10 home appearances for the home side. And the away side, on the other hand, have won 2 games and 3 draws, also losing 5 matches from the last 10 away matches that they had. But when you look at the recent results for each of these two sides, the score line shows that they've been seeing a lot of goals. GBK, the last home game they had, so they're playing after 3-2, loss against Academia on that occasion. And away side also have been experiencing lots of goals. The last 7 home away games that they had have produced about 2.5, and when we put all that together, we definitely expect to see a lot of goals here, and it is a minimum of 3 goals to appear in this very one. And over 2.5, that's all for that very game. All right, the next that we have for you is in the Women's Nations League. Europe Women's Nations League. We'll have Croatia women who will facing Ukraine women. Okay, and when we look at the recent games for these two sides, it is Croatia women who are just 1 draw but have lost 5 matches out of the last 6 games, and away side Ukraine women have won 5 games out of 6 and drawing just 1. They've not lost a single match. All right, when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away perspective, you see the home side, Croatia women winning just 3 matches as well as 1 draw, but have also been able to, they've lost 6 games in the last 10 home matches. All right, that's Ukraine women. And when you look at how the away side, Ukraine women, okay, the first one was actually Croatia women, and then when you look at the away side, which is Ukraine women, they've actually won 5 matches and a draw and losing 4 games in the last 10 away matches. Okay, and on head-to-head basis, last time they met it was Ukraine women who won by 2 goals to 1. But in this one we are expecting to see goals in this very encounter, and the minimum of 2 goals to occur here. And over 1.5. That's what we expect for that very encounter. Okay, and the next that we have is also in the UEFA Women's Nations League, where we have Albania women who will be up against Czech Republic women. Okay, and then looking at the results for each of these two teams, and the last 6 for Albania women, I've seen the winning 3 games and losing 3, and Czech Republic have managed 3 wins as well, also having a draw and 2 losses. When you look at how they fared from home and away basis, you see that the home side Albania women have won 3 games and a draw playing from home. They've also lost 6 matches, and away side Czech Republic women have won 5 games and they've also lost 5 games from away. But this match is quite important for them, and we expect to see that was doing very well here. Also noting the fact that the last time they met saw Czech women beating this very side by 5 goals to 1. So even when they're playing from away, we still expect the away side winning outright here. Away win. That's what we expect for that very game. All right, and the next that we have for you today is in Chile, Premier Division, where we have Union Espanola who will be up against Deportes Mache. Okay, all right. When you look at the stats for each of these matches, it is 2 victories for the home side, and as well as 4 losses in the last 6 games that they have so far. And away side, Deportes Mache have had 3 victories in the last 6 matches. They've also lost 3 games out of those 6 matches that they have so far. when you look at how the two teams perform from home and away perspective, you can see that for the home side, Union Espanola have managed to achieve 4 victories and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 4 matches out of those, and away side, the Mache have actually won 2 games and also 3 draws, but have lost 5 matches in the last 10 away games that they had so far. All right, but when you look at the results, you can see that for the home side, the last 3 home games that they had have produced lots of goals, over 2.5 at the minimum, and away side also have seen a very similar situation. The last 4 games that they played from away produced over 2.5, and okay, there are no head-to-head records between two sides, but we do expect to see lots of goals here, noting the fact that the recent games for both sides have actually produced lots of goals, and value for that very encounter is actually over 2.5. A minimum of 3 goals to occur in that very game. Over 2.5, that's a value for that very encounter. All right, that leads us to the next step for today, which is going to be the last for today. It is in Estonia, first division, where we have FC Talin who will be up against Koju. Okay, and when we look at the stats for the home side at Talin, in the last 6 games that they've been able to achieve 3 victories and 3 draws and 1 victory rather, but they've also lost 2 matches out of the last 6 games. The last game they had sort of winning, just 1 win. But our side and Koju have actually lost 5 out of the last 6 games. They've also had 1 draw, which was their last game that they have so far. All right, when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can see that FC Talin, the home side, have managed to achieve 3 victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 3 draws, but have lost 4 matches out of the last 10 home games. All right, and the away side, on the other hand, Koju have managed 4 victories from away and also have lost 6 games. All right, as a matter of fact, in the last 10 away games, the last 4 away matches that they have, so they're losing all 4 away games. They've been on losing streak in the last 4 away games that they have so far. All right, the last time both teams met, it was Talin who actually won from away. That was actually in April, beating this tie by 4 goals to 2. And the last 8 head-to-head meetings have always seen Talin defeating this side, winning 7 times out of the last 8 meetings. All right, and the last 4 head-to-head meetings between the two sides always saw FC Talin winning against this very side. So in this round one, we expect to see the home side also winning here outright. So home side to win outright, that's what value for that very encounter. And that brings our predictions for you today on Best Route to conclusion. Wish you the very best of luck and hope the ticket goes well. Remember to play responsibly, as it's happening for games. Sometimes it may not be exactly what it presents. Also remember our VIP group, our VIP game is on, and it will be coming up today. Once again, I always urge you join our VIP for a small token, so that you'll be getting much more, regular winning. That's what has been happening in that VIP group. So that being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep winning.